when he told me that I had the role, I literally just screamed out loud because I could not believe it. Hey LaLa Squad, what it do? It's your girl LaLa, and I'm back with a whole nother video. And if you guys do not notice, I have a whole different background behind me, right? The reason why is because I am now living in Atlanta for the next couple months, simply because I landed a role for Boomerang, which is actually a huge continuation of a banging movie that was made in 1992. So make sure y'all check it out so you can understand more about what I'm getting myself into. But anyways, today I literally just wanted to come to you guys and give you an update on what's been going on with me and a little bit of how everything happened, and basically give you a little bit of the journey as to how I'm where I am right now in this moment. So again, I'm currently in Atlanta and I'm here filming for a role, my first recurring role with a BET series. And y'all, I want to tell y'all how it happened because honestly, the story is super amazing. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so firstly, I want to say that I'm a very, very, very strong believer in things happening for a reason, right? So I don't know if y'all are fans of the TV show The Chi, but I love that show, and so much so I ended up doing my research and looking into it to see who was behind the show. Lena Waithe, okay? I fell in love with Lena Waithe, and literally I started studying her Instagram. I started seeing what projects she was working on, and I just started tracking what she was doing and seeing what she had been a part of, just because I was like, you know what? I want to see what I have to do in order to work with her one day. Okay, so with that being said, y'all, I ended up writing Lena a message on Instagram. Here's the message. So basically, I was reaching out to her and telling her that you may not know me, but girl, you will be seeing me. That was the whole intention of this message. And a couple months later, here's a picture of us. And, excuse me, that was from the MTV Movie and TV Awards. And y'all, when I met her, I literally freaked out because I told Lena how much of a fan of hers that I was. I was a huge fan of hers, okay? And I told her how I watched The Chi and everything. Y'all, she told me that she was actually a fan of mine too. Mind you, I'm freaking out because she doesn't follow me on Instagram, which is normally how I know whether or not somebody's rocking with me. And I was just like, oh my God, she knows who I am. You know, so I'm literally just like, okay. So at that moment, Lena's like, yeah, we got to do some work together. And I'm like, okay, cool. So she actually gave me her contact number. And normally, let's be very clear, people always be like, oh, we got to work together. I could say a couple of people who have actually told me that, but never came through on it. Neither here nor there. That's Hollywood, I guess. But anyways, when she gave me her number, it let me know that she actually meant it. So I didn't want to be pressed. You know what I mean? So I just simply sent her a message and told her that I'm so happy that I got to meet her and that I looked forward to working with her. She responded and said, yes, let's figure out something we could work on. So mind you, I'm like, okay, she's saying this, but a lot of people just be talking. Again, I can't say that enough because I'm sure all of us, especially, you know, depending what industry you're in, you've experienced someone blowing smoke up your behind, okay? So anyways, that part is done, okay? So next thing you know, I don't know about y'all, but I got to keep it real, honey. I'm definitely a believer, okay? I have huge faith. And so I was going to church more often because I was saying that I wanted to get right and I wanted to make sure that I was prepared for my blessings. Okay, and forgive me if I get emotional, y'all, because this journey has been so amazing for me. And it's been unrealistic because half of the stuff that's been happening, I never thought that it would happen to me. So, anyways, I started going to church more often. And something told me, you know what, La, go ahead and reach out to Lena, send her a message, whatever. Lena had just got a haircut. And I saw it on like her page or something like that. And I was like, okay. I hit her up and I said, hey, just put myself on your mind. And I said, I love your new haircut, by the way. And she responds and says, you're always on my mind. And she was like, I actually want you to come audition for something. Y'all, when she said that to me, I could not believe it, because this was my huge opportunity to prove that I'm capable of more than just being a social media influencer. Okay? Side note, so many people know me as just being the funny girl on Instagram that they refuse to let me live outside of that box. So, because I've built such a huge platform on social media for simply making people laugh, people don't want to let me be bigger than just being the girl on there who make people laugh, if that makes any sense. But anyways, I ended up going to the audition. And first of all, okay, here's the backstory on this. This is how much God works. He was lining my steps up the whole entire way, and I didn't even know. I don't know if y'all remember when I promoted a book on my Instagram page it was the Black children's book, okay? The author's name was Terrence Terrell. I ended up promoting his book free of charge because he came into the hair salon and he said that he wanted to give me his book. That morning, I prayed that God would give me something to organically promote on my page so that way I could share my platform with other people aside from myself, okay? I promoted his book a couple days later, and the feedback was amazing. Everybody loved the book. He was extremely happy and everything. So much so, my friend who lives in Dallas, Texas, TJ, she decided to book him along with me to come to her back to school event. At that time, me and Terrence got the chance to talk to each other, get to know each other more. I found out more about what he does, and he got to know the path that I was interested in taking, aside from being on social media. And he let me know that he was heavily into acting. He had done different movies, different series, all kinds of stuff. And I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? So anyways, we connected, and since I told him that I was interested in acting, he started helping me to build up my IMDb. He helped me to create a profile. Woo, child, this is powerful. He helped me to create a profile on LA Casting, and he was just helping me to get stuff in order. So I say all that to say, when Lena said, I have something I want you to come audition for, Terrell, from a couple months ago, ended up helping me to get it together. So mind you, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I have not had the chance yet to get into acting classes the way that I should have. You know, I was starting them up and everything like that, but with my busy schedule, I wasn't able to allocate that much time for it. So anyways, Terrence literally gave me a 48-hour crash course and everything that I needed to do when I walked into this room in order to be prepared for my audition, okay? So I was 130% prepared, okay? I did my audition and everything was amazing. And once I left from that audition, I was not sure of myself at all, okay? Because I knew that there was nothing that I could have done any better, but at the same time, I wasn't sure of what they thought of me. So anyways, 45 minutes later, my manager called me and he told me that they loved my audition and they wanted me to come back for a second audition with the producers and the writers of the show. At this point, y'all, I was in awe, because I just couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Anyways, a couple days later, I came back for my second audition. This time, it was Lena Waithe, Ben the Writer, Dime Davis, forgive me, I'm about to butcher his name, Rishi, I can't never get it right. Anyhow, banging people in the room who had worked on amazing things prior to, and they were coming to see me do my audition. So at this point, I'm extremely nervous, okay? And I'm not knowing what to expect, but I'm like, you know what? If this is for me, it's for me. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do my thing the best way that I know how. And I'm going to do it the exact same way that I did it the first time that I came in here, because clearly they liked it, okay? So I walk in. Everybody is cool. They're like asking me my name and things like that, where I'm from and everything. And you know me, honey, I'm letting them know everything that I got, you know. So I get into it, and at the end, I asked if I could break professionalism, and yes, I broke out in a celebratory twerk session, just 3 thrusts of the hips, if you will, and I felt so good leaving that room. We were vibing, you know what I mean? I could have screamed when I left out of that room, because I had gave so much of myself while I was in there that when I left, I just let all of my remaining emotion out. So when I left, I made this video just as like a small token of memory for myself, so that way I could forever remember this moment. I just left my audition. It was so scary at first, but when I went in, like, and I started doing it, they were laughing and stuff, and so I was like, I guess that's a good sign. I went ahead and threw the script away, because I threw it in the air and I did my work, and if it's for me, it's gonna get done. So we'll see. I'm kind of like doing this as like a small documentary, just because I want to remember this, in case I actually do land my first recurring role on TV. So stay tuned. Honey, that was the day that I left the second audition, and I literally threw my script away, and I told myself that, again, if this is for me and it's meant for me to have this opportunity, that it's going to happen, okay? The next couple days, we're back and forth on the line with my manager, and he's handling business with them, and they're saying, okay, my tape has been sent to network, and now it's up for review amongst 2 other women to see who's going to get the part, okay? So then we had to wait a couple more days later to find out whether or not I got it. On Tuesday, I forget the date, I can't even think straight, but my manager called me at 5 o'clock in the evening, and he asked me, what are you doing? How was your day? All the basic questions that I did not care to answer, because, honey, I know why you're calling. And he called to tell me that I had the role. And when he told me that I had the role, I literally just screamed out loud, because I could not believe it. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I moved to LA 10 months prior to this day to chase my dreams from Atlanta, okay? And now I'm landing a role without the experience of, you know, a lot of other people, without having been a struggling actress and all of these things. And I finally get the chance to break outside of what people know me for, you know, or rather what I present myself as, okay? This was my huge moment for myself, okay? Honestly speaking, it's difficult being an influencer and having to keep up engagement every day on your page and keep up doing videos and constantly trying to evolve and every single day stressing yourself out about what is next, okay? Because at any given moment, your page can be deleted and you put in all of that work for nothing. And with that being said, this was my opportunity to become bigger than a social media person, to become bigger than just my Instagram page, to actually have something that can be more of an accolade, if that makes sense. Granted, I'm not taking away from my journey thus far and everything that I've done as a social media person, but this truly took me to the next level, okay? So this was really huge for me. And I say all that to say that everything that I've done, I literally did not know where I was going. I didn't know how I was going to make it to where I was trying to go. But I knew that if I remained consistent, that something would happen. And that's exactly what occurred. And I'm just so thankful and blessed to be able to be here and share this with you guys. And I feel like I'm always seen as being funny and just that on the surface, but nobody knows the depth of what I go through, of everything else that I do aside from being a personality. So forgive me, y'all, for shedding tears, but believe it or not, I am truly human, okay? And I'm just extremely happy to share this moment with LALASQUAD and let y'all know that you may not feel as though people respect what you do. You may not feel as though your life is moving. You may feel as though you're being stagnant. But I want to tell you that as long as you're constantly putting in work, your work at the end of the day will not go unnoticed. And whoever or whatever you have faith in, honey, keep on putting your faith in that. And I promise that you will see a return for the stuff that you do. Okay? Whew. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. But I just had to share this with y'all because this is huge for me. And I also want to document it for myself because this is the first of many for me. I know it because I can feel it. And that's pretty much everything. But, excuse me. Whew. This video, I have no idea like what exactly I plan on talking about or anything, excuse me. I just wanted to share how that happened just in case somebody needed some motivation to keep going and to witness that anything is possible. If you've been rocking with me from the beginning, honey, you know that I started off working at Allstate, okay? I was making $10.24. That's my birthday. I was making $1,024 every 2 weeks. And to say that I went from working in an agency for somebody else building his empire to where I am now building my own empire, honey. That's a testimony. And I need to start sharing it more often because more people need to know that I don't want to say that anything is possible. But if you keep on putting in work, you will see growth, okay? I'm going to go ahead and dismiss myself from this video. But I really, really, really appreciate you guys for being a part of this journey with me. And I really appreciate you guys for the never-ending support. Make sure that you drop your questions below. And I will definitely do my best to go ahead and answer them. But in the meantime, I'm in a new apartment in Atlanta, and I'm so happy. So I will go ahead and give you guys a cute little tour of my apartment next. And yeah, thank y'all so much, okay? I love y'all for real, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!